Hey lovies! In today's video, we are redoing 3 Dollar Tree signs that are so cute and adorable. I can't wait to show you guys. It just adds that farmhouse Valentine's flair that I am crushing over the season. Our first DIY is going to be repainting this really cute red truck from the Dollar Tree. I actually love the truck the way it is. I bought 2 of these just in case I wanted to decorate with this style, but I had to try something a little bit more feminine and a little bit more rustic. So here I'm just basically covering up the Happy Valentine's Day in white because we're going to be doing a crackle and I don't want to see the white underneath. The crackle paint that I'm using is from Folk Art. So basically the instruction here is to have your base coat, which is the red. We didn't have to paint that. Then you're going to apply the crackle, let it dry, and then put a contrasting color over that. So here I chose a pink color. I just thought that was a really cute Valentine shade and a good contrast to the red. So I'm just applying it over our crackle. A quick tip, even though the paint's directions is to have it dry completely before putting on your second layer, I found that the areas that I didn't let it dry exactly all the way gave me big cracks. So if you're looking for a super chippy look with big cracks, I would go in when your crackle paint is not all the way dried. So here you can see the middle of the truck is where the crackle paint wasn't exactly dried. And look how great those cracks are. Awesome. So here I'm just gonna go with a thick Sharpie marker and just outline the edges to give the truck more of a cleaner look. Okay, so the next part we're going to work on our hearts. I really love the wooden background of the truck. That's why I chose to paint exactly where the truck is and not paint the whole sign. So I want to keep that wooden background, and doing that and keeping the shape of the hearts, we're going to have to trace it. So if you're a crafter, I highly recommend getting both tracing and carbon paper. So that way it just helps you with your crafts and you don't have to eyeball anything as much. So when you are done, your tracing paper should look something like this with all the hearts separated and ready for you to help cut. The next step here is to take our tracing paper and go over it with the carbon paper. As you saw, that carbon paper, a little goes a long way. That little piece has lasted me quite a few projects and is still able to trace. So here, I'm just going over the hearts on a piece of cardboard paper. It's that easy. So once you're done, it should look similar to this. I'm just cutting around the hearts to make cutting a little bit easier since it is cardboard, and super simple. So once you're done cutting off all your hearts, you just want to make sure that you place them on the hearts and the actual sign, just to make sure that they all align and they're all the same size. The next step here is to show you these adorable, adorable yarn hearts. They are super popular. I'm seeing them everywhere on Pinterest and they're so easy to do. So first you're going to take your heart and take a piece of yarn. A quick tip, I chose a yarn spool that has a bunch of colors. So that way I'm able to use a whole bunch of designs on one spool. So you're going to take your heart, make sure it fits, and then you're going to start wrapping it around. But first, lay your initial piece with a piece of hot glue. I think there's other tutorials on how to do this, but I just found this the easiest and the quickest for sure. The tops of the hearts are a little tricky and sometimes they do like to slide. So I like to put a little bit of hot glue on both sides and continue wrapping so that way my pieces of yarn don't go anywhere. And when you're done, you just clip it, do a little dab of hot glue to close it off. And how cute are these? I'm just crushing over these yarn hearts. I definitely want to make more because they just are so farmhouse and so rustic. Love it. The last couple steps here are super simple. We're just gonna go back and put a little bit more details on the truck. Right now it's just very pink and there's a whole bunch of crackles, so I need to offset that a little bit with the truck's original details. The last step here, super simple, is just to go on Google and get yourself a really cute sign, print it out, and hot glue it onto another piece of cardboard. So cute, so simple. I chose Loads of Love because the truck is loading a bunch of hearts, but really the possibilities are endless. You can put welcome or other signs like that. But so cute, loving this. This has to be my favorite sign of the 3D signs, but check it out. Let me know down in the comments below if you're gonna try this and what your favorite sign is of this video. Next up, we have the bicycle sign from Dollar Tree. Again, love this sign. I didn't pick up another one, so what I'm going to do is just easily use the back. So that way, super reversible and practical. The next step is we're going to be creating the shiplap lines. I'm doing this with a craft knife. So if you are someone who loves to distress cardboard or any signs like that, chipboard, it's really helpful to just keep a knife around for your crafting. But please be careful on this step. The next step to distressing is to take a piece of sandpaper and just roughly go over the chipboard. And my little tip is to take your craft knife and to go over the ends of the wood. Really get in there and scratch it up so that way when we go to stain it, it gives it that really rough and frayed look. Staining chipboard is super easy. You don't even need to go out and buy actual stain. Just take the colors that you like. Here I want to keep it very woodsy, so I'm using shades of brown and black. And you're going to just apply your acrylic paint to the chipboard and really water it down. the more details and the more darkness that you put and wipe it off with a paper towel, the more distressed your cardboard is going to be. So here our wood sign is pretty much dried, and look how awesome it looks. It actually looks like real wood. So now we're going to just design a mason jar, the outlines of a mason jar with white paint. They have a whole bunch of mason jar clip arts online, so if you need something, a reference to help you trace this out, definitely use that to make it easier. Next, I'm going to be embellishing the middle of a mason jar with one of the heart stickers from the DT sticker pack. But this is totally optional. I've seen on Pinterest you can write the word love or maybe the initial of your last name. That would be super, super cute as well. Again, optional is that I'm using the Prima flowers that I've gotten from Michael's craft store. I believe I used my coupon, so I got these for a very cheap price. But alternatively, DT has really, really cute faux flowers and other things that you can put on top of your mason jar. I use the sticker hearts with the little rhinestones in the middle. Those are also from the DT. So if you can get to the store, really anything is possible when you put a big cute bouquet on top of your mason jar. Very last step is to go back and glue down all the flowers that you preset on your jar. And this is so cute. I've seen a bunch of dupes. I've seen actual craft stores sell signs like this, and they are so expensive. Do yourself a favor. This can easily be a $5 sign if you can just get it from the Dollar Tree, use faux flowers from the Dollar Tree, and you are set to go. The next sign is a super simple one. This sign is really adorable actually, but we're going to remove the Valentine's banner from this heart shiplap sign from the DT. Once you remove the burlap, we're going to flip it over and we're going to start covering the other side of the heart sign. I chose a gray buffalo check for my home decor this year. I can't let go of the buffalo check. I love it so much. So I've had black and white for fall. I've had the red for Christmas, and now I have a gray tone for Valentine. And actually the gray with all the pinks and reds are really, really nice. You can of course use any fabric that you choose, but I'm really loving the combination this year. So once you get the fabric all glued on, you're going to cut around the heart and leave about an inch off of the edge. We're going to cut little snippets into that inch so that way our heart at the very end has a very cute frayed look. Once you're done with the fringe, you're going to come back in and clean it up. Once everything is pretty much even to the eye, you're going to come back with a piece of sandpaper and really give it that roughing up. And your material is going to start to fray, and it's going to be just so cute and rustic. Next, we're going to take really cute ribbon and hearts from the DT. In the first video of the Be Mine series, we went over how my tip is to go and get ribbon and other decor that you can use for Valentine, but is actually Christmas. That ribbon I got super cheap, and believe it or not, the big box stores are still carrying things, and they're now 80%. So if you're looking for ribbon, especially for this project, you might want to pick some up at the craft stores at 80% off. So our last couple steps here, I really want to create the illusion that the Valentine sign is hanging. I'm doing that by just cutting 2 pieces of the ribbon, gluing them down, taking yet another piece of an Amazon cardboard box because I want to give that Valentine sign some lift. So I'm going to just glue that onto the heart, and then take our Valentine burlap piece and glue that onto the cardboard. And that should give the sign some more dimension that we're looking for. The very last step is to take 2 larger hearts from the Dollar Tree sticker pack and either stick them on and glue them on. The sign came out so cute, and it's so inexpensive. I would love to know, out of the 3 signs that we redid, which one is your favorite? Please comment down below and let me know. And be sure to subscribe and turn your notifications on so you don't miss the next video from the Be Mine series.